Well, first off, if you haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, I suggest you play it because it's a great game. It's not fantastic. It has some fantastic thing in it, but it's still a great game. And why I'm saying it, right off the bat and not just explaining it to the end is because there's some things in this game that I can't really explain because then I will just destroy the fucking game. So yeah, and if you like
Star Wars.
universe, then probably you will probably love this. I'm not saying you are going to, but still, play it. It's a great fucking game. So now, if you haven't played it yet, get the fuck out of here. And you who have played it, you can stay if you want to. Okay, then let's start at the beginning. Well, Star Wars, I mean, Knights of the Republic, just like in other Star Wars games, at least that I know right off the bat, out of top of my head, is they always start with a wall of text that just explain what the fuck is going on. Even though it's a wall of text, it's still good because it explains everything that's going on instead of wasting time on explaining that shit in the movie, and the viewer or player won't really have so much question right off the bat. I mean, they know what the fuck is going on, so that's good. It's really good. Then we got the stock was really good. Was good. It wasn't anything better or anything. But then we got the first act when you're on that planet. Well, it was built up pretty meh if you wanna call it. It's about old people. You gotta help them off the streets and all that, give money to people, and you're just a fantastic user of everything. And the planet is horrible, but when you're there, it's going to a new renaissance. It's so horrible there, but it's still they're trying to pop it up everything. But then they just blow up that fucking planet. So it's just like no, fuck you. Yeah. So it doesn't really feel that bad, to be honest. Even though it wasn't, the greatest fucking build up or deployment or whatever you want to call it on that act. Eh, I mean, they wanted it to feel, like, oh my god, that's horrible. But it didn't really feel like it. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, what a shame. It was like, well, shit. Because they tried very, very hard to actually make it feel like it was something. I mean, all that was so I ain't going to. I mean, wasn't going to waste. I mean, want to go on to waste of shit. It's just that it wasn't that good. But then again, when they blew it up, then I thought that whoa, maybe they mean like, well, we're going to make this kind of approach in the game, and then when you go bam, fuck you. I mean, it's yeah, I thought it was like that, but it wasn't really. Mostly because, to be honest, on every fucking planet you visit, it's the same fucking shit. I mean, they build it up the same fucking way as they did with the first planet. It's just that you aren't there for such a long fucking time, it doesn't really get to you. So it doesn't really matter. And also, they don't really try to make everything memorable. And that's, good and bad, because then they aren't trying at all. I mean, example, when you're on Tatooine, you fight a dragon. Yeah, a motherfucking dragon. And I guess you're fucking stoked because you're gonna fight a motherfucking dragon. And the dragon comes up and he just dies. Well, that was cool. Now I will just run in and do some shit and then go out and I fight somebody. Ordinary people. Yeah. So they aren't really fucking trying either. I mean, the only memorable thing, I mean, of course, this, shifts from, this is an individual question. I mean, what is memorable? I'm just trying to watch, was it something that they tried to make memorable? I mean, the only thing I could find was when they watched in the fifth, I mean, the Academy, Evil Academy, that was very good. I mean, that whole fucking story was very good, to be honest. Huh. Even though it might feel a bit gray and brown. The story, that is, not the fucking graphics. Well, that too, but whatever. It was still, pretty good. And I would say it's also the only fucking story, I mean, mini story, I mean, planet in the game, act, or whatever you want to call it, that you can actually have full control over how you want to end it. I mean, go through it. I mean, like, for example, a lot of shit in this game is when, you know, when you have options to say, let's say you got 4 options, and let's say 3 of those will lead to the same fucking answer. And I have, you know, I mean, I have said when I go into a conversation, then said something, then I reload it and said something else, something else. And I get the same fucking response. And well, I don't get with this, is that, it, what a waste of fucking time. Why don't they just fucking have one fucking option? They're just trying to make an illusion that you're making a character, but actually you're not. But then again, this game doesn't really sell itself on the choices or how the fuck you want to do it. But still, it fucking sucks. And just to make it easier to understand, the thing with the options, that's bad. But the things with the plans, you know, how to build up the shit, it's just mediocre. And also, the game does sacrifice a lot on the player to make the game interesting, to be honest. And also one thing that I think is pretty amazing is because of nowadays, I mean, how the standards are nowadays, that in this game, one moment you can be in a water world and, you know, fighting fishes, and then 3 hours later you're on a rocky, you're on Crashland or a fucking planet, I don't know, I mean, you're trained in an academy and then later you're in a fucking forest. I mean, it feels so big, and you don't see it. I mean, I don't see it a hell of a lot nowadays. And one thing to note, the bad guys or the evildoers, what the fuck you gonna call those? They aren't really that. Well, they're so evil. I mean, it feels like they don't really build up bad guys so good. I mean, I mean, they could have tried something better than just, you know, pure fucking evil. I mean, it must be something. I mean, they feel so stereotypic almost. So badly done. So grey. I don't know. Like they're gonna eat babies or shit. But then again, they do, you know, make good job with this good and evil part. I mean, of course, it's not the best thing, but it's, you know, better than a lot. I mean, you can't really, your action don't, it's not just your action that's the place whether you're evil or not. It's also how you behave. And that's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't happen a hell of a lot of time, but still, it's there, so fuck. But I can't really say it's bad or anything because I haven't really played any. I mean, I have played better, but it's not really that much better RPGs because I mean I haven't played Baldur's Gate, I haven't played Planescape. I mean those games. A lot of people say it's very fucking good RPG, so I don't have the ground of those games. I mean maybe it's, you know, maybe Baldur's Gate is just like not just like this. Then maybe Knights of the Old Republic is just fantastic. I mean I don't know, but I'm trying to be a bit hard. Let's see how it is, and well, this is what I can find. And one good thing is that you do feel like a Jedi. Okay, the game still needs help to, you know, make you feel like Jedi, but they, you know, they don't really try to do it, but you do feel like a Jedi sometimes. Oh yeah, one other thing, it might get pretty boring in near the end because of course it's it is a bit of a variety in the game, but it doesn't really hold up to the length of the game. I mean, how long the game is. I mean, if you the planet you visit, I don't remember how many. I think it's 4 maybe. Eventually, when you are near the last one, it start to get pretty boring because then you already done it like 3 times already, and it's trying to suck the fucking living crap out of that little variety it has compared to how big and large the game is. So yeah, that's a bad thing. And also, to the thing that, well, you know what, lolly lolly low. I mean, what happens that, you know, is so good. Well, how to explain it? Well, okay. It's very good the thing that happens. It's fantastic to be honest. Why? Well, mostly because they don't really display it or give you hints. I mean, they do give you hints, but they are far between and not in the same. It doesn't have anything to do with with the fucking how are you gonna say it? The fucking shit. I mean, there's some shit. I mean, one time they say, "Oh, you get a dog." Yeah, that's a perfect name with that dog, future, past, and everything. I mean, it's everywhere, and of course, if you're one of those, well, I knew it right from the start, get go. Well, yeah, that's you. But I'm trying to see how the game did it, and the game did it very, very, very good. It's fantastic. It's very fucking good. But that's all there is, to be honest. I mean, if you take that shit away, the game doesn't really have anything fantastic, to be honest. That's the only fantastic thing it has. I mean, it has a couple, I mean, of great things, a fair amount of good things, and a hell of a lot of mediocre shit. But you also need to look at this. I mean, after you play it one time, then you will understand, I mean, how it is, and the game's not that good then. It's still good, but not that good. I mean, like I said, it doesn't really have anything on the same level as that shit. So it kind of destroys the real playability of the game. But anyway, the characters then. Well, the characters are very well done. They are great. There probably some character that you will like. It's not a big amount of a big variety of different characters, but it still, has one of everything, I guess, that it's needed. The minion stories are very good. I mean, even though I think it's pretty bad that you need to wait every time before you can speak to them again, meaning if you pick up somebody on the last mission, you won't be able to hear his whole fucking story. But otherwise, it's still good. It's still great. But what about fucking gameplay? Well, I say it's good. It's good gameplay. I don't really know what's a really fucking good RPG gameplay because I haven't played Baldur's Gate. I mean, I haven't played those games that everybody says, oh, well, those are the fans, so I can't really have a big basic. But I say it's good. Maybe it's great even. I'm not really sure. I mean, sometimes it's pretty great, but most of the time it's just good. Let's see. I think that's everything, to be honest. Everything that I find important. I mean, you can feel like Jedi, Corbin, everything. The Lilo, everything that shit. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, if you don't agree, if you want me to speak of more of this shit, then I can fucking do it like always. But anyway, Knights of the Old Republic. It's a great game. In gaming in general, it's a great game. In today's standards, maybe even fantastic. Maybe. I'm not really that sure. And when I say gaming in general, I just do it with those games I played, and I played, well, a lot of games, but not really a lot of games, important games. I mean, I have Planescape and Baldur's Gate now, so I will probably play those later. The same with the fucking sequel, Sith Lords. I also bought them together. So yeah, anyway, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. It's a great fucking game. And to note, with BioWare, I mean, what's bad about BioWare? It's there. The things that I mean, what's, bad about BioWare, what they did that makes it bad. It's there. You can see it in Knights of the Old Republic, but they don't really try to make it big or anything. They don't take it and do a big thing about it like they did in some other games. But that has nothing to do with the game, that's just BioWare. So, like I said before, Knights of the Old Republic, it's a great